We also have with us two of the key people behind the making of the film 800. With a big round of applause, please welcome Mr. Madhurr Mittal and Mr. Sripati M, the actor and the director of the film. We have a very distinguished moderator with us.
Not believed what I achieved, because when you came to when you are a young boy, that time you only think about what you have to do at the time, and you don't dream about. See, I didn't even dream about playing for the country, even playing for the school, because it is that when you are young, age of 8, I started playing cricket. At that time, I think I was only to enjoy the game. So just to like another street boy, like just the school. I was in the hostel, age of 6 to 18. So it's a Catholic school, all discipline. You know how the Catholic schools are. So in that school, so when we had about 600 hostelers, and in the school about 3,000, right? So it's a big school. It's a semi-government. Government took over in 1970 when I was just joined. It took over. Then it became all private schools, Catholic schools became semi-government schools. So all the facilities was there, and cricket is one game that everyone loves it, because even it is not our national game. But even if you think India,
it's a religion. Like films are, cricket is actually, I feel like a religious head today, because there are two religions in India, films and cricket. And imagine I've got legends from both those worlds, and I'm moderating a session with them.
So that's why I started, and I didn't even think about anything. Even didn't dream about. See, who would thought at the time? Because we are all 80s kids, because 70s to 80s, because I went to school first is 1978. So 78. So that time you don't think, because films something everyone loves it, because hardly you see there was no TV. Right, when it's 1978, hardly if you have a TV, you have to be a very rich person.
Luxury,
right? And also, if you have a TV, also there is no programs. that's the biggest problem, because only news, important news will come,
and documentary style show.
A few documentaries, and that's also, it starts by 6 o'clock and finish by 8:39. So that kind of a childhood we had. That childhood is, I think, I don't know, because don't get it wrong, it is more fun than nowadays, because those days, whatever you have to do, you have to play with other children and interact with them, and you will become automatically a sportsman. You will be very healthy. So these days, even I feel sometimes my children, outdoor sport is something for them is like an allergy. Like they are glued into mobile phones and this
and video games.
Yeah, so that kind of era, and I really enjoyed that era, and I never felt it that at the time we didn't think. So it's difficult time for Sri Lanka at the time, because when I was grown, and you understand, when you come to other questions, I will answer those things. But it is not an easy journey. If you are a kid in those days in Sri Lanka, especially, it is not any religion or any races, or doesn't matter, everyone. It is a hard time at the time country went. When you have other, it's like, we were kids, it's a wartime. It's like now you think Palestine. How it is not, now you see it's exaggerate sometimes because of the media and everything, but similar ways, like sometimes bombs goes, sometimes sometimes riots comes. So it is like uncertainty, that life of, until I finished my career because war finished in 2009.
When you pretty much.
Pretty much 2010 I retired like all the on the World Cup. So it is that even not for me, even other cricketers, maybe I am little bit special when because I have come from a minority community because it's I always been focused more than the other cricketers, right? Because it is everything focused on me like most of them. See, so that's the way. That's a difficult time, but being in that environment when for others, like if I'm telling the story now to y'all, it looks like scary and everything. For is that's way of life. Because
There was no other option.
we got used to it. One example I tell you, in 2009 we got attacked by bus in Pakistan, whole team. See, just you will see in the movie also it's there, but I just revealed to you that we was not supposed to go there because these are not India is supposed to go that tour. So we were playing in Bangladesh at the time, and suddenly a board president called us and said because India has security reason cancel the tour because they got inside information the Indian team is going to get attacked. So that now you all have to go, right? So we asked one question at the time: are they giving good security to us? No, they will give presidential security. That's what they mentioned at the time. And see, always Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, whatever happens, these countries like brothers, like they are, somebody doesn't come, we fill in.
You step in, fill in.
Step in, fill in, because it's a nature of the country. The governments will allow and everything. So we went there because of that. And we played, they have made it takes a little time to explain.
Of course, very interesting. Right. So you take all the time in the world.
Right, so when the tour came, then India loses matches. It's a revenue game at the time, right? Okay, so Pakistan now going to lose, so they want to get the revenue. So we jump in. Then we played 3 one-days and 2 test matches. So what happened was 3 one-days we had to play first. As soon as we finished, we go
the test match.
No, we go from Bangladesh straight to Lahore and play the 3 one-days there in Lahore itself. All 3 Mondays you play there. One place, Karachi 1 and 2 Lahore we played, and then India comes back to Sri Lanka because they want to fulfill that calendar. So they played 5 one-day international. We came back. We played that 5 one-day international.
And then went back.
Then we went to test matches, 2 test matches. So first test match played in Karachi. That's the game you would have seen. They got 700 runs, we got 800 runs. Like it's like a. So next match was in Lahore. So we went there. So we were first we batted, and we got first 2 days batted 600 runs. We declared at about 1 hour before the second day's play. We thought, okay, we'll give them a chance. So they got 100 runs, 1 wicket. Then next day morning, normally what happens is 2 buses will go. There will be 2 jeeps will carry army people, and then patrolling about 5-6 bikes. So full security, right? So every day we go at 8:30. Match starts at 10 because it only takes 15 minutes to go to, not even 15, 10 minutes from Pearl Continental to the stadium because so when second day's play, 2 days they fielded, and their manager came when we were having breakfast at about 8 o'clock, said we will come little late, half an hour, because our boys are tired. We didn't have to warm up because we are batting day. So if you want, you all can go at 8:30. So our manager said, okay, fine, we'll go. And I was joking with Sangakara and maybe these guys are tired. You guys got double hundreds, and these guys have been tired. So okay,
I don't know what makes a different 30 minutes. Doesn't make any sense. Like, okay, we'll go. So what they did, they splitted the security. So one jeep only goes and few this one.
Oh.
Splitted. So when you go into the certain way the Pearl Continental, straight you go. When the bus goes, it's morning, so we also tired. So we have specific seating places. So it's a huge bus, right? So it's about 20 people only goes, because not like IPL or in 35 people, right? So many times money is available. Sri Lanka doesn't have much money, so you can afford to have certain number of
bare minimum.
minimum, right? So 20 people. So in front, Dilshan and Bas sit. You're next right to the door. Then the coaches and everybody. Then in the middle, myself and Sagakara in front, like that we sit. And in the end, Mayala sits. Like, this is the pattern we go through. And with me, the Masiya, is a good friend of mine. He sits with me. So when we are going, I said to the boys, because its sun is hitting you, put the curtain down. So we put the curtain down. Sakili, we put the curtain down. So when you go into that, if you go to Punjab, you will see the roundabouts. It's huge. It's like a massive ground, like in the middle, and the roundabouts will be there. So Pakistan, Lahore also same. It's a massive ground, and road comes this way, and we have to go right, straight, and through the roundabout and go there, and only 4 minutes drive, the ground is there. So when we are going, we put the curtain out. I was just joking at that. Actually, it happened. Then Tirina Tushara, the fast bowler, was in front of me and saying, now, first match was 700 runs. We got 800 runs. Now we have got 600, and definitely they are also going to score so much of runs. He said, if something happened, and if we can cancel, it will be not enough to. Seriously, he said, right? And our guys were just laughing at the time and said, we don't know. And then Sangha said, don't worry, Murali is there, he can take the wickets. So I said, no, because the wickets are flat, it looks like when you bat. So the conversation going. Then after that, 2-3 minutes, suddenly we nearly going to the run. We had we know, because we environment who knows guns and everything, we have got used to it. So some gunshots went like, tuck, it went. Then we were just casually said, every time Pakistan it happens. So there must somebody somewhere it's shooting, we don't care. So we were going, and in the roundabout, when we are going in the roundabout, halfway through, everyone, it start hitting the bus, like, tuck, like 2-3 bullets coming into the bus. So everyone said, go down, because we know in a bomb, whatever went, we are got used to it. You have to go down. The bombs always go like this. So you get lucky. You can be lucky. So we said, go down the bus. So I went straight away. I was sitting here. I straight away went slept like that. Few people in front of me, Tilan Samarasya, in front, back me, my face and Prasanna Javandana was like that. And then everyone can sleep, right? Okay. In front of us, what's his name? Tilan Samarasya went in front, and then Parnavitarna, he thought he went like down like this, like the seat. So they were, the curtain moving, they were hitting the bullets. The bus stopped. Bullets were coming like, we didn't see, I was down. Bullets were hitting over us. Like, it's like, when you rain in this one, like how the sound, tuck, like it's a huge sound coming, like it was just raining. So everyone was shouting, then suddenly in front of me, I got hit. Blood was pouring like that. The one bullet came and hit his leg, right? So blood was pouring in front of. Then in that, he was trying to pray. He's a Catholic. What's his name? Prasanna Jayawardena, I said, don't try to pray. At least I told, just leave it, just don't shout, just leave it. And what I thought is, I was just all this to me, right? What I thought is, I said to him that just if we get hit in the head or head, we can survive. Just try to at least keep your head. I thought sometimes your hand you will save your head. So keep your head down. So it was hitting a few people. Say, Mile saw that I got hit like everyone. So everyone shouting. It was about 2-3 minutes, right? It was hitting. And then suddenly we all, the boss and they shouted at the driver, somehow take the bus. Bus was stopped.
So you all escaped.
No, the bus went, still was shooting there. We went to the stadium. Stadium, there are about 600 policemen because the policemen were there. When he went, it stopped and Samarava's blood was pouring. Then we were shouting to come everyone. And we didn't know what happened to Muralitharan. Muralitharan like this, it was like, totally bloody, and his eyes was closed. We thought he's dead, right? Seriously. Then we just hit him, myself and Sayakara. So he got up. And what he did is straight away he was seeing the bullet has come other side. But it was stuck in between near the heart. It was stuck and it was halfway through because it hit the...
God.
Yeah, it hit the bus through and hit the bone. So it's a strong bone, no?
So he got saved.
It saved. Then we said, we shouted and said, then dressing room became a hospital. We said, we're not going to go. Because these guys are there, still we're not going to go. So doctors, everybody came. Then only 2 people they have to take it is, one is Muralitharan and one is Tilan Samarava, take it to the hospital because they have to remove the bullets. So others were there. So then we asked what happened because I didn't know, we were down, we were with the sound. So Vas and Divishan said, first when they coming, they hit a rocket launcher to the bus.
Oh.
Yeah, so 2 rocket launchers, one rocket launcher took over the jeep. All the police were died there. And other rocket launcher missed the bus because of the round and hit the building there. So we didn't know, right? So then 2 cars to stop the bus. The bus stopped because 2 cars reversed and blocked. And because it came so fast and hit the bunt because it's a field and turned a little bit, there's a space. 2 people get down. And they shot the driver. Driver went down, so they couldn't shoot the driver. And then they threw grenades to the bus. So luckily, those grenades went rolling round and side, and that sharpness only it came and it's a lot, and they were shooting.
Luck was with you all.
Luck means it is like driver saved us, and behind that there was. Match referee's man was there, and Pakistani umpire got really hurt. They were like sitting ducks.
Oh.
They were hammered because even Chris Broad was there in the bus. So this dangerous it was because it was shown in the, you can't show so detail in the movie, but it showed some things. But this is how it is. So it's because we knew, because we were very lucky at the time,
of course,
and the one thing, and also we knew how to handle ourselves. So that's why, because even though it was pre-planned or we don't know, but those who shot, they went nicely, they went in the bike and they went off. All the terrorists, right, who went. And also, when we had, normally in the security, they have to have 2 security inside. If we had the security, they didn't have weapons.
Oh.
So normally they carry weapons, the security
They did not even carry the weapons.
They didn't carry the weapons because we were sitting duck because nobody to, because we were just nothing to do. Arjuna went to him and asked him, and he said, according to his mind, he threw the ball. So according to laws, we can't say the umpire has the right to do that, call it as a no ball. So Arjuna said, you bowl. Don't worry about it, just bowl. So it is, I was just like, no,
it's like nothing. I don't know what to do, and it's very difficult to at the time to now to say what I felt. Like it's shivering. Like so what? So once you say you don't know what, you're not in the same person mind. So okay, because my captain said I bowled. Next ball he didn't say anything. Like that, he called me about 5 times in the whole over, but I finished the over. So technically, a human being seen from the eyes, these 5 balls are not fair, and the other 6 balls I finished it. So that's a fair. So that's something. If you are chucking, you chuck everything.
Every ball, yeah.
Otherwise, you don't know. So then Arjuna said, no, it's going to be a trouble. So he discussed with Aravinda and them and said, okay, you go and bowl other side. Steve Dunn was the umpire. I bowled about 30 balls there, 30 overs. So what, it was very, very upsetting because 80,000 crowd is an embarrassing moment. Like, it's not, Australia is a Boxing Day, is the biggest day of their entire calendar.
Oh.
They play a test match in Melbourne. So that is their annual calendar. They play, people will come because after Christmas, it's a holiday, Boxing Day, everyone will come to watch the match. That is their tradition. So, Australian public also didn't behave like that. Whenever go, they call me so names and everything is embarrassing. And then it was so, I didn't know, I was not in conscience the whole match. I think I got a wicket, or I don't know. I got a wicket, I think, I don't know even. Still I can't remember what happened that day.
It must have been a harrowing experience.
Yeah, because it is not happened to anybody. So then all these talks, lunchtime, couldn't eat, there's so many discussions, so many people comes. So it is so difficult at the time. I think no bowler should go through that because that's why we fought to the ICC and said in standing umpire should not call him, because see, if you are done something wrong in a court of law, if you have done a murder, I'd say, you should be proven. The chance that to accuse that person has to have a chance also, I'm not done or done. So that has to be proven. So umpire your sole right. He can even think is right. Just put you out. Because he thinks like that.
Yeah.
So I need also, we said to ICC, who is better? How many matches you can win for your country? How many matches, wickets you can get? That's the only point I was having. See, there are errors to error. So today so many people ask me, what do you think Virat is better than Sachin? How could you say that? Because you can't say error to error different. But Sachin is Sachin every time. Because Sachin something and I dreamt about Sachin, to be a Sachin. Every cricketer, every sportsman want to be a Sachin, because the reason is because 14 years he got first 100 first class. 16 years represented the country. He was a baby at the time and playing against Waqar Yunus and Wasim Akram, like getting hit everywhere and so making. So that is important more than his 25,000 runs and so he is so great. So like that, you can't compare cricketers in spinners also. They're all good for their country, but every era they will come better bowlers. One is spirit of the game. If you go by the spirit of the game, then Bangladesh captain should have allowed him to play. That is one, right? So it is a crunch. They want to qualify for the next World Cup, what do you call this, Champions League. So it is crunch. So Angelo should know the rules. So if he knew the rules, and if he come in 2 minutes, and if he have to bat, so once the according to rules he appealed, then umpire has to give out. So there is no argument. So two ways he thinks, because their captain thought they want to qualify. It doesn't matter about spirit of cricket. Nowadays, not many people think about the spirit of cricket, so they will play for, because this game has become very, very tough and countries want to prove, so they wanted to win.
Yes.
Some people will say in our community, we will say about 5%, 10% will think I'm a traitor to the race. Right? That's why this problem all created, because it is not me created. I didn't make any comments, right? I said all honest things. So this what turned to be. I knew that it's going to happen because they didn't knew, right? So end of the day, I am a person who comes like anything. I won't give up. It has to finish somewhere. So we waited for 5 years for this movie to come, and it has done really well. According to me, it is done well, and theatrically it did good. And now we are feeling to Geo. So
Yeah, now on from 2nd December.
Who made you, which you feared to ball do?
like always, I have said Virendra Sehwag.
The big part is my dad played Chandrasekhar in his old days,
Okay.
and he said he had a 360-degree wrist. Like when I saw you, you had similar things. Isn't?
Yeah, Chandrasekhar had polio is arm,
But
so that's.
you had amazing. You used to make people dance. So nice to see you here in Goa.
Thanks. Because Chandrasekhar is a legend, everyone knows, because if you see modern generation, if you see Anil Kumble is similar to Chandrasekhar. He bowls about 100 kilometers leg spin, but Chandrasekhar used to bowl 110, 115. People say, because it's so good. So good to remind him.
Thank
You think is the most talented?
So it's current spinner means definitely Ashwin is more talented than anyone else.
और एक और सवाल है कि कौन आपके जो टेस्ट उसमें क्रिकेट में कौन आपका रिकॉर्ड तोड़ सकता है?
Who can
आप
break your
you.
test
Break
record?
your record.
See, it's very difficult to break. See, Anderson has a chance because he's only 100 odd wickets, James Anderson. Other than that, it's very difficult because nowadays not many test matches are played, so it's very difficult sometimes.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Hello.